Okay, I'm shooting this video today. This is 2001 Chrysler PT Cruiser. We've got an error message, P0551, meaning that the power steering pressure switch is bad. I have had a very hard time finding anything online that tells me where it is, so this video will show you people like me where this is and how to replace it. Two things I'm going to use. One, just some electronics cleaner. This is going to help me get any of the grease off of the connectors and check that. About $5 at the local auto parts store. While I was there, I picked up power steering fluid. In the event that I need to replace the switch itself, I know that a certain amount will leak out and I'll have to top it off. So I want to make sure I have that. This is, though this is not a deep socket, this is a 7/8, and if I need to do the switch, looks like this will do it. Alright, this is the actual switch. I got a Duralast, picked it up at AutoZone for about $25 or $26. I made the agreement with them that if I'm able to clean the connectors and my error code goes away, I can return this as long as it's new. Under here is where it will be where it threads in. I've got some Teflon tape I'll put on that. And then this is where the electrical connection goes. So, as you can see, although this is not a deep socket, it does seem to go in there deep enough without damaging the plastic tips inside there. So, if I need to replace this, I'm going to give that a try. Those are the parts that we're going to need. One last thing, since we're going to be working under the car, at a minimum you want some safety goggles. I'll probably use my face mask because I'll be laying on my back and spraying electronics above my face. So I'm definitely going to want to wear a face mask. It also means I am not going to take my camera underneath. So I'll shoot from the side once I've got the connector disconnected. Okay, as you see, I've jacked up the car, supported it also with a jack stand just to be safe. The switch is right up under here. I'll get under the car and show you. You'll see there the electrical connections. That's where you're going to need to get in with a 7/8 deep socket. You can see it also a little bit from here, but right there is where it is. So you need to have ample room under the car to work, and you want to be safe with the jack stand, definitely. Try to give you a few other shots of this. I'm now directly under the car. That's the passenger wheel. This is the main strut here. Let me get the light. Sorry. That's where the connector is. You can see it there, maybe a little bit better. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to disconnect that electrical connection first. I've got some electrical cleaner. There's quite a bit of gunk on it. First thing I'll do before anything else is make sure that that electrical connector is clean. I'll disconnect the battery before I do that. Then when I reconnect the battery, I'll see if that doesn't clear the check engine light error. If not, then I'll replace the switch. Alright, before we do anything, we're going to disconnect the battery. Now the PT Cruiser has these handy charge locations, but that's not the battery. This is the air filter box. There's a small clip here and here, and then this will lift off. You'll see it's got these little things at the back. So lift it back and wiggle it off. Then you can see there's the battery. So I'm going to disconnect the negative. A little dirty. I'll clean it while I'm in here. I already cleaned my air filter, but while you're in here, if you need to do that, it's a good time to do that too. Alright, 10mm wrench is going to do the trick here. This is the negative on the right, in case yours is a little dirty and you can't see it. Loosen this up a little bit. I'm going to take off this connector. Okay, definitely some corrosion. I'll clean that up before I reconnect it. I'm now disconnected, safe to work on the car. Alright, I've got the, I reached up under. I've got the, this is the connector. I had to reach in pretty far. Kind of dirty. As I expected, there's some oil around the connector. It was, I didn't need any tool. I just could reach in and sort of pry this piece a little loose, and then it came out. By the way, you could see in the other video, let's see, sorry, you can see these wires here. These are not your wires. This is not the connector. The connector is back in there. This is the connector. Now I'm going to give that a spray. It's very dirty. And see if that doesn't clear my code before having to change the switch. Alright, whenever I can, I work from the side of the car because I'm relatively claustrophobic and being under the car is not great. But I'm also trying to do this so you can see. There's the switch poking out. I'm going to give that a little bit of a spray. Then I'll get back under the car and reconnect it. While I'm there, I'll also give the switch terminal end a little bit of a spray. I'm going to move my lights so the spray doesn't get on them. Just want to show you from the driver's side, you can look in here. That's where the switch is. Now you really, certainly I can't get to it. I'm sure if I got the tire off it'd be a little bit easier, but since I can reach it without, I'm going to do that. But I will spray the switch with the electrical cleaner from underneath and from this side. I sprayed the terminal end and cleaned it up pretty good. Alright, we gave that a few good shots, and we're going to let that dry, drip off a little bit, give it a few minutes, and then I'll reach back under and reconnect the switch. Then I'll reconnect the battery, try the key, and see what happens. Alright, the switch is back on. The negative ground is reconnected. I'll give this a try. While it's jacked up, I'm not going to sit in. And my check engine light is cleared. So what that means is, at least for now, I can take this switch back. There was quite a bit of road grime on the switch. It is definitely much cleaner now. Reconnected, gave everything in there a good shot. So for now, looks like I can return the $25 switch. I'm going to give it another try just to make sure. No check engine light. All clear. So, I guess I got off easy today. $5 can of spray, which I'm sure I'll use for a few other things. The switch goes back in the box, back to the store. Something that they had in stock, so I can always get it if the code comes back again. I'll keep the power steering fluid just because it never hurts to have some of that. But hopefully this was helpful to you. It was very frustrating for me not being able to find anything clearly showing where that switch was. So now I'm going to close everything up, close up the air filter, drop the jacks, and drive off. Enjoy the day.